9F with another day of Days Gone. Alright, so last time we left off, I had just taken out a camp here. Alright, so now I'm going to be going back and
we're heading north as soon as you can run.
I'm going to be going to my next mission, which I've got to find real quick. So I'm gonna probably just go to World's End. Yeah, for the Nero checkpoint. So it's not necessarily my next mission, but that's what I'm gonna be doing next. Alright. If I can ever learn how to drive. And yes, I know I'm driving past a lot of the freakers. Mainly because right now, at this point, since I don't have a better weapon, they're a little bit annoying.
What's going on, Cole?
A man come in, drugged, shot the place up, then he just took off. Then he said his bike's got a red tank on it. He was wearing some kind of motocross helmet, silver.
Okay, if I go now, I might be able to catch up.
I want him alive, Deke. Alive? Alive. You catch this man, then radio me. Fetch him and hang the bastard right from that man.
Okay then.
It's time we start showing these drifters.
Guess my bike just wants to turn on its own.
No offense meant to yourself.
Alright. Yeah, and I'll go do that as soon as I'm done with this Nero camp. Oh, I remember this camp now. Or this Nero site.
There. I was thinking about heading down to that logging camp, clear out those nests. Let's see what fix up here.
Boozers, no, you're gonna get yourself killed. Wait till you're home. Here anyway, so I'll take care of this. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Deke.
Let's just hope they're not all on that train again. Yeah, last time I ended up playing this, that train over there was just full of freakers. And I had to constantly hide in the dumpster over here.
Deke, you there? Did you say you were heading north?
Boozman, no.
Yeah, I know. I just was kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Third-degree burns will do that to you.
Last time I played this, I ended up missing one of the speakers
Deke,
and drawing in almost like a horde-sized amount of freakers, and I think it was a speaker over here. Yeah, it was this one. I mean, you can take them out, take out the speakers by shooting them, but as of right now, I don't have any silencers or any way to cut down the sound of the guns, and I'm not wanting to use my crossbow right now, because right now I'm just wanting to mainly conserve them, because you can only have 10 bolts for it at a time. So sometimes they're a little bit of a pain to constantly have to find, because at times you have to go back out in the wilderness and search for the plants in order to do it. So I figure if I just run around and hop on the buildings and cut them off, it'll make it a bit easier for me, so that way I can save them.
This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
Yeah. Alright, so this one was already taken down. Hello and welcome. Good to see you back. How are you doing? Okay. So, if I remember correctly, the gas tank can is over here. Haha. Got it.
Hey, you there? Grabs you a couple of items if you want to swing by.
Oh, there's my yes. Always need more shit. Thanks, brother. Dig it out.
Yeah. So, how do I sound? Am I loud enough? Is the game loud enough? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, good. I got all the speakers this time, so I'm not drawing in all the freakers. Gotta love the Nero injectors. So, what do you think I should get? Should I get more health, stamina, or focus? What do you think? So with the stamina, it'll make me be able to run longer, health, obvious, and then with the focus, like I said, when I get to the point in the game, I can go into like this slow motion while aiming. So help you run away from the hordes longer. Yeah, that is true. So go with the stamina. Okay. Next time I'll probably go with the focus because I can actually find these things more. Alright. Going with the stamina. Haha. Oh yeah, feeling stronger already, but that hurt.
We got a lot of problems, soldier. Which one are you talking about? We got another train coming in hot. Those people move back. Move back. Radio command, we got no time.
Hey sis.
Axel's out here a few days. Shut this site down. You don't understand. Well, I don't. Those assholes are
How are you?
I tell them we got no through out here. We got traffic back up. See him. Farewell. Tell us we got here to ship holes. People bleed down that goddamn line. No one's answering. What the hell are you talking about? No one's goddamn answering.
Good. Aw, I love you too, sis. Alright, so I haven't hit the point where I can repair. Alright. Yeah. Oh, now that is a pack of swarmers. And they will kill you quicker than snot. And as of right now, I don't have that many Molotovs or a way to create Molotovs because I don't know if I have the resources for them. But as of right now, especially with me not having a bag attached to my bike with ammo in it, I'm not going to attempt trying to take on that little horde or swarm. And I need to repair my bike. Yeah, it's only at 49, but still like to try to keep it at 100 as much as I can. Alright, and I think the mission I'm working on now, I think it's the one where I have to go find this guy who's on a bike with a red tank.
Shit down. Make it safer.
And I should have checked how much gas I had before I left. Because I had a gas can, because apparently the gas cans go off game logic and are infinite. And can fill up multiple things multiple different times. But yeah. No, okay, I'm not on the mission with the red tank. At the beginning of the game, if you remember, the guy that I ended up putting out of his memory so that way the Rippers and the Freakers can't hurt him or won't hurt him, so I put him out of his memory. He ended up giving me a map that showed me where the item that he had, or the treasure like that he had, and I took the map and stuff to Copeland, and he told me to bring it to him. So that's the mission I'm on now. I'm at the cemetery where the guy said that he'd left it.
Heard enough out of you.
Yeah, so where he left it. So I'm at the point where I am going to get it now. Are you able to hear the game? And if so, is it loud enough? Okay, good. So yeah. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Hopefully I'm gonna get rid of some of the loud humming here. I just remembered I need to turn off the fan and AC so that way you don't hear all that blowing noise in the background. And yeah, like I said, the bolts come from this plant here. As of right now, with the level that I'm at, I can only get one plant at a time. And time to track.
Maybe in one of these.
Aha. Alright, so like I said, the hunting vision is sort of like the Batman's vision, so like this, where you can see where they were, what they were doing, so that way you can sort of figure out where it is. And it sounds like a Nero chopper. and because of the Nero chopper, it brought in some of the freakers.
Man, are you listening? Oh, you're not gonna believe
Alright.
this. I just saw a goddamn chopper.
A chopper? What are you talking about?
A Nero chopper. It just buzzed right over me and acted like I wasn't even there.
Wait, all this time and a Fed chopper shows up out of nowhere?
I'm gonna chase them down and I'm gonna see what the hell they're doing.
Hey, Deke. Be careful. Don't get too close till you know what the hell they're doing. Don't do anything stupid.
Hell no, I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
Yeah, and he says that a lot.
There we go.
Yeah, so whereas right now the crossbow is one of the better weapons at this point of the game, because for the most part it does like a one-hit kill, and later on when I get better guns and silencers and stuff like that, I will start using some of the other guns, and with them I can do the headshots. Alright. Yeah, I think I did some of this stuff out of order. Yeah, I ended up doing some of this stuff out of order. So yeah, this guy ended up killing her. There we go. Alright. Now it'll be time for me to take this back.
Whoa, 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 hold on, they're slowing down. Looks like they're stopping.
Yeah. And situations like this is where I said you'll have to be able to be stealthy, because you have to go in and you'll listen into the scientists or the people in the white suit. And you have to use stealth and throw stones and stuff like that to distract them. Alright.
You're a researcher, what the hell are they doing?
So yeah. So he see him, I can go like this and go to the attractor or rock, which I have like unlimited rocks.
Right, I go quiet.
See how he was highlighted? Since he was highlighted, that means it'll be him being distracted. And same with bad guys, I can take my binoculars and target some of the people, so that way it'll help me keep an idea on roughly where they are. So that comes in handy when on stealth missions. Yeah, so it'll help keep an eye on where they are, so that way I can, like, if need be, I can throw the stones and stuff like that to distract them. So that way I can do stuff like this. And at points in the game, there is like these areas where you can check out. I don't know if I'll get an achievement if I find all of them. I just like to try to get them and find them, just in case. Sometimes you can learn a little bit of stuff about the area. Alright. So the first time I played this game, it took me a while to figure out that I have to just sit here, do nothing, and listen to the person over there. And quite a bit of the time I kept on getting caught because I couldn't figure out what I had to do until I noticed the bar at the top of the screen, and it's slowly going up as the more I listen.
Approximately 447 subjects have entered the cave this morning. Recommend sending a follow-up team sometime
Hey,
in 24 hours to
welcome.
assess the cave's interior.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. I ended up having to go to work earlier than what I thought today, and by the time I got home I was able to take a little nap, and because I got a nap I'm doing pretty good.
These are stage 3.
They're sleeping like babies. And I asked if you were.
So yeah.
Didn't say I was.
These subjects are not sleeping.
And if you missed it, what I'm doing right now is listening into the neuroscientist over there,
Actually, I was one of the survivors.
and I have to just basically walk around in stealthy.
Someone tear my buddy apart like he was peeling a banana. These suits protect you from a lot of shit. Not them.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Corporal. Jesus, I'm sorry.
That mission was far from the start.
Which is why we are not going inside there.
I think if I sealed up this cave, we'd, I don't know, knock down their population.
I don't know, Corporal.
So yeah, the mission that I started off at, it was going back to the cemetery because the guy at the beginning of the game who gave you a map, you had to go back to the cemetery to find the things that he had, or the stuff that he had stolen and stashed, and trying to retrieve it. And then you'll get to a point where you can actually decide like which camp to take it to. So you'll be able to either take it to Copeland's camp or one of the other camps that I don't really like because of what they do with the people there. Well, I'm glad I could get you interested in it. But yeah, as far, I don't know if they have it for PC. But no, I'm currently playing this on PS4. Like I said, I don't know if they have it for PC, because I know it came out on PS4. And residue bolts. Wow. I didn't get this the first time I played it. But yeah, so sometimes like this, when you do certain missions or level ups, you'll be able to gain more crafting recipes. So later on in the game, you'll be able to make, like, here, I've got the residue bolt now. Eventually I might be able to
Boozman, come back.
get a, like a poison bolt.
The Nero guy, the soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, and right now what I'm doing is trying to burn down one of their nests. Because when I come back through here, it'll make it safer, so I won't have to worry about the as many of the freakers. So that way it'll be, like I said, be safer. And I just broke that weapon. So yeah, as you can see, with just the straight up boot knife, they can be a little bit harder to kill. So you have to like constantly try to find more boards, baseball bats, and 2x4s in order to like be able to craft more of the weapons, unless I can get to like either a freaker camp, or I can find a one of the raiders. So every now and then when you're riding on like the interstate, there'll be like these tripwires, sort of like a tripwire but or a clothesline, and it'll basically knock you off your bike, destroy your bike, or damage it. And sometimes they'll have like the lawnmower blade turned into like a machete, or the old push mower blades. And those ones usually have like better health for the weapons, and eventually I will be able to find, like I said, find more crafting recipes.
This infestation, so
yeah, and you'll find a lot of other people running on bikes. What I like to do is go to their bike and sabotage it. So if I don't have any of the scrap, if I don't have enough scrap, I can go sabotage the bikes. And when I sabotage the bike, I have a chance of getting scrap. So right now, from what I've seen, I have 10 pieces of scrap, and the max as of right now, until I can level it up, I can only carry 10 scrap at a time. Eventually when I level up, I can go and go here, and so like this, I have 3 skill points, and you have to at least get 2 out of the rows in order to go into the next level. So this one, ability to repair melee weapons with scrap. So I was just talking about, I don't have that ability yet, so here's perfect. Sometimes I forget to do some of them, and I'll build up a little bit of the skill points. So for the skill points, you can either do it in melee, ranged weapons, or survival. So for like the survival here, it's got increases the time that icons display in survival vision. So like I said, the vision that's like Batman's detective mode, it'll show like little arrows above the items. So it'll show like the butane, the rags, plants, food, stuff like that that you can find in the game, and they'll show up longer. Or plants are displayed on the mini map, so in the bottom right hand corner, that will come in handy while I'm using the crossbow, so it can help me find the plants to be able to make the bolts, or find like mushrooms and other plants that I can take back to the camps for it'll give them the food, and it'll give me some more camp credits, and slowly build up my reputation with them. So it provides a chance to retrieve some bolts that you have shot. So this is one of the ones, especially early in the game, that I like to get, so that way when you do shoot the crossbow, you can go and retrieve some of them, and it does come in handy, especially if you can't find any plants or have any of the materials on you to craft more bolts. So it does come in handy. ability to activate. So this is the focus. So this is one of the ones that I was saying that do come in handy. That's why I'll ask, like, at the Nero camps, should I do like the health, the stamina, or the focus? So as soon as I can find some enemies, I'll show you what the focus does. And the way you activate the focus is the same way that you go into like the hunter's vision. And like I said, it'll help slow down the enemies, and basically it'll like slow them down to where you can get a better aim on them, so that way you can actually have a better chance. And yes, if you do drive over anybody or anything, it will damage your bike. And I just ran out of gas. That's the first time I've ever ran out of gas, because usually I try to keep it fueled up. But I was lucky stopping by one of those. Yeah, they all, at those tow trucks, they always have a gas can in them, so sometimes it's a good idea to try to keep an eye on where they are. And yeah, they will respawn. So if I wanted to, I could just throw the gas can wherever I wanted. Like next time I come through here, it will be back on the tow truck. Okay, so I haven't been through this tunnel yet. So every now and then, basically they're like raiders, and they'll set up like these traps or blockages, and sometimes they'll set up traps. So you'll actually have to get off the bike and push the vehicle out of your way, so that way next time you come through, it'll already be out of your way, and you can just go through it without having to stop. And especially if you have a swarm or a horde following you, sometimes they're some of the best places to go through, because not only will it focus them and centralize them more, but they'll actually have to slow down, and it'll give you a better chance if you're like running away from them. So if you're trying to run from them, these do come in handy. These tunnels do come in handy, because they'll have to either try to go through one spot or jump over stuff, so it'll give you a little bit of extra time to try to get away from them, especially when you're not prepared. And this is a Nero camp I haven't taken over yet.
Another Nero site. Well,
Yeah.
wonder if there's anything in that MMU.
Yeah. So when you find the Nero camps, I suggest try to always stop, except if there's like a horde or a swarm of the zombies or whatever you want to call them, freakers. You do want to make sure, definitely make sure that you get all of the speakers, because like I said, once you start the generator, I mean, you can turn the generator off and like use the generator to help find where the speakers are, but you still have that chance of drawing in some of the freakers. Sometimes it can be like about half a dozen or more. Most of the time when I've done it, they've drawn in at least a dozen, except for the camp that I drove through back over there that way. I ended up attracting the swarm that was inside of the train on the over track, the track that goes over the road. They like to set up in a train car up there, and if you don't get the alarms or speakers, they will all come out and chase you. And the first time I did it, they ended up swarming me, and I had to hide in the dumpster. So, got that running. So why isn't... Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of the Nero camps, you will have to look for the fuses, and then sometimes you'll get the chance to be able to track him down by like using the footprints. Other times you'll have to actually search the entire camp and stuff yourself. And they do come in handy with some of the scraps and stuff to make Molotovs or bandages. Boots are coming this way. Huh. Yeah. So did I find the fuse? Or I'll at least track where they were. Yeah, because sometimes they have the fuse in all sorts of different spots. Sometimes they'll be like this, and in one of the trailers, sometimes in the tents, sometimes outside the tents. So you gotta be careful on like where they are. And there we go. And yes, I made sure I did get all of the speakers.
There really better be something in here with all this trouble.
And now you see I picked up that med kit. So if I get injured, the first thing that'll make me use is the med kit. Oh, it'll make you use the med kits over the bandages.
Always had trouble concentrating.
And yeah, sometimes he does make smart ass remarks and stuff like that. So, like I said, so far this has turned into one of my favorite games, and it will definitely get your emotions going. Because it's just, they did a very good job with the story.
I gotta burn them out. I gotta make it safe for the ride.
Yeah. For the most part, I usually don't. Yeah. So, kind of figured that would happen.
It's like Boozer said. Hell of a way to go. Backed up at these chip.
Unfortunately, one of the reasons why I didn't make that is because I have to upgrade my engine or get the nitrous. Yes, I have played Last of Us Part 1. and I've been wanting to play The Last of Us 2. And like I said, I've heard some spoilers about Last of Us 2. And when I was talking about the focus, see how they've slowed down, and I can aim while they're running and stuff, and it'll give me a better chance to kill them. And another thing you'll want to do at times is actually like run over the bodies, because you can't really gain anything from them. But the one thing that you can pick up, one of the things that you can pick up, so if you use a crossbow, I picked up my bolt. Also, I picked up a ear. Like I said, you'll use the ears as like the currency. And I hear a bike. But yeah, you'll take like the ears, go back to the camps, and you'll use them as bounties and gain camp credit for it. Whew. That worked out. Didn't mean to use that, but worked out. Oh yeah, and how the Marauders, that's it, that's what they're called. But yeah, the Marauders, like you just said, there's the Marauders and they got somebody held up. You can actually go and save the person that they have held up, and it'll give you the option to send them to camps. So some of the camps that you find, it'll give you a chance to send them there, earn reputation, and it'll also give you a chance to earn camp credits. So when it gives you the options to send somebody to a camp, it'll show you like how much camp credits and possibly how much reputation that you get from sending them there.
Guess not.
PS4 consoles are for PlayStation, as I could if I could ever afford a PlayStation. Yeah, that's the way we are now. We've had this PlayStation for at least a few years, and that was back when we were a little bit better off. But yeah, I completely understand. So yeah, I completely understand not having the money. But yeah, if you can, I would suggest you might want to save the money and stuff before just going off spending. Make sure you have enough money for the stuff that you need first, and slowly save up. That's what I'm starting to do now for more of the stuff that I'm wanting. But yeah, how did that miss? Oh, that's why it missed. He might be a person I'm trying to save. Yep. That's why I'm saving him.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hey, it's not safe out here in the shit. I know where there's a camp. Where? I'll go.
So as of right now, I've only been to Copeland's camp, and here what it's showing is I'll get the 500 reputation and 100 camp credits. So as of right now, all I can send him is there.
Safe there.
Thank you so much. I thought it was a guy in there.
Tell him it was St. John. DEA. They know why. I just keep running, stay off the road.
I haven't heard much about the PS5, but I definitely am interested because of their controller setup. I like how they've actually made it to where it's like a dual setup and more sensitive triggers. So when you're going to like fire the gun, you can push it down, barely push it down, and it'll like do like little burst fires for some of the guns. And if you fully hold it down, it'll do the full auto. So yeah, like I said, I definitely am interested in it, and I am wanting to try to save up for it. Got a tickle in my throat that won't go away. Sorry about that. But yeah. And the one thing is that I don't know which one I would get. I don't know which version of the PS5 I would get. Well, there's also the two different PS5s. Like how there's like the PS4 and 4 Slim. With the PS5, they've got one with the disc CD drive, and they've also got one where it's digital only.
Shit! Now!
And like that, I just ran out of bolts. So I can do the two different type of bolts. And unfortunately, I can't fully read what they say. But I think I might have made... Nope. Okay, I got the regular bolts and the residue. Okay, so I made the regular bolts, and I used only 1 or 2 crafts, and it got me to 8 out of 10 bolts. So that's why I said usually I try to reserve them until I can get to the point where I can get them back. Because sometimes it's a little bit annoying to try to find the plants to be able to craft more. My bike's over here. Yeah, I think one of the next upgrades or skill points I'm going to use is to be able to find the plants. No, I have not played The Evil Within.
These are the assholes who've been ambushing the roads around
but
here.
I have been interested in trying to get it, because I think I've seen Markiplier play it, and it seemed pretty interesting. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play like many different games.
I gotta clear the camp. Bunch of
Oh
murderers
no.
and thieves, and I can't let any of them escape.
And there's a sniper. Let's see if I can actually locate the sniper.
Something's going on.
Sounds like a kid.
Men coming!
First one down.
Yeah.
The rest of you.
So every now and then when you go into their camps, it'll show you like how many are there and how many you have to clear. Yeah, nice. So this one here, I don't know if they show how many are in it. I'd have to kill them.
Come on, asshole! Why aren't you moving?
I'm not an asshole, you're an asshole. You're the one sniping me. You're the little chicken that doesn't want to come out and play. At least. Yeah. Now, I'm also considered an amateur player because there are so many other people that have been doing it for years. And me, I only usually play for fun. And so until now, so I'm going to try to start getting into it more, where I have a chance to get to meet new people and try to see if I can start a community, or not necessarily that, but just get a chance to meet new people who are at least interested in some of the stuff that I like as well. Because I've always found games and stuff like this fascinating, especially if they have good storylines with them. And like I said, when they did this game, they made a good storyline. I'm flanking you. Where are you then? Sometimes I do constantly die, and sometimes it just takes practice. So I've played a lot of different games that gave me a chance, and the one thing, another thing is, it does help increase with like hand-eye coordination. Die already. I said you die, not me die. So yeah. Like I said, it just takes practice, so if you enjoy it, just keep trying, keep practicing. And eventually you'll be able to get better at it to where you're not dying as much. Because I remember the first time I played any sort of games like this, I was constantly dying. Run at me? I think I'm the one running at you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with me, basically most of the time I just play for fun, and so I mean, it's, as of right now, it's a bonus for me to be able to try to get to meet new people, but otherwise I mainly play for fun. Yeah, like I said, it just takes practice. Oh, I didn't pick up that pickaxe. Dang it. No, don't open fire. Well, actually, yes. Open fire. You'll probably end up killing yourself. And I've had that happen before where they opened fired with a Molotov and they actually ended up throwing it at themselves. Yeah, you shot. So the sniper's still over that way.
Gotta finish this.
Oh, so, well, got more assault rifle ammo. Not necessarily what I'm wanting, but it'll definitely work. Oh yes, ammo crate, haha. Ooh, don't think I've ever been in this place before. Man. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, just keep on practicing. And eventually you'll get the hang of it. Now if I had the rifle, I'd probably more take a risk and try to shoot him. But yeah, that's one thing else is I've learned. Roll around and you will definitely get have a better chance of not getting shot by a sniper.
Don't pick on the wrong guy.
So this one here is the weapon he had was the M40 sniper rifle. As you can see on the left side of the screen above the gun, the green is showing that it is better than the weapon, where the red lacks. So it doesn't have as high of a rate of fire as my crossbow, but it is better than the crossbow. And since it's a special weapon that I started off the game with, I should be able to get back to it if I want at a if I find like a locker or something. Yeah, if I find a locker and stuff, or storage unit, or my storage, I should be able to get it back.
Listen to Cope, Law and Order are a thing of the past.
But yeah,
Alright.
like I said, sometimes I like to try to switch out, so I'll try and like different weapons, see exactly how good they are. Hate it when what happens. Are you talking about hate it when it happens when like they're sniping you and you're just trying to run and they end up hitting you?
Nests. Infestation zone. Sure smells like it. Gotta burn it down. Gotta burn it out.
Windows
I guess I'll come back here and finish burning this infestation zone later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, especially with the repeating. That does get annoying after dying. Cause I've had that happen. The game that I played that happened the most was one of the PC games that I've played. Why does the name elude me right now? But it's the one with like you have like a spacesuit and you can upgrade the suit. I can't remember the name of the game, but you have a chance of one of them you can actually create your own weapons in it, but you can upgrade the weapons, and it's got the, I can't remember the name of it, but on your suit it's got the health bar on your actual back. Why can't I remember the name of the game? It's gonna bug me. Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking about the time that I ended up helping playing it for you, or what?
God damn it.
North one. Back there.
If anybody touches this bike or anything on it, I break your fingers.
Ah.
Whatever, man. Jesus.
Okay. Are you able to look up and see what the game is that I'm talking about? That I ended up dying so many times on. Go to the home screen. Go to the home screen real quick. The home screen. Like, minimize out of that.
I keep telling you. Everywhere you look, it's all one giant lava flow. 25 feet solid rock. It'll take jackhammers to...
The game that Scott wears, like your wife ended up dying and haunts you a bit.
These people are hungry, even if they had all their strength. It'll take them months to finish this job with picks and shovels.
I don't give a shit.
Dead Space. Yeah, that's Dead Space. That one I kept dying, and I mean, I was constantly dying in that game at first, and then it got to a point where, oh, this is how you do it, to where you don't die so much.
This morning, one of my men spotted a large group of them coming over the pass.
And no one stopped them.
How the Tucker, you know we're already spread thin.
Are they headed north? Al, are they headed towards us? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I haven't played Dead Souls yet, or Dark Souls.
Maybe he knows. What the fuck are you up to now?
Yeah, I haven't played Dark Souls.
Damn it, Al-Kai. It's not his
One of the
job to know. It's your
other
goddamn
games
job
that
to
I've
know.
played
I can't be at two places at
that
one
I've
time.
died
You're the one we
numerous
hear, running
times
your
in
jig?
is Bloodborne. That game I constantly died in.
I'll tell Wheeler to watch the dig.
Looking at, I'm just waiting for you to smarten the fuck up.
Don't.
Yeah, Deacon has a smart ass mouth.
Did you track down Leon?